The war is on.
प्रार्थना करें उन 120 बहादुरों के लिए जो खड़े हैं मौत के सामने.
Hey everyone, welcome to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Miguel.
And today we are watching the first movie of Border. And people, I've seen in the comments, people are like, what, you haven't even seen the first one? Please do watch it. We did like a short little poll on YouTube, and we had over 1,000 some votes. I think it got up to like 2,000 some votes, and over 85% of the people said do watch it. Okay. So that's what we're doing. We're watching it today. This is going to be an interesting one. So it is a bit older. It's in the 90s, 1997 it released. And it's a Sunny Deol movie, so it's been a while since we've seen Sunny Deol, but we've seen a few of his movies from the 90s actually. Katak and Damini. So those were two really big ones from the 90s. So here's going to be another Sunny Deol from 1997. So we're also going to see Akshaye Khanna, and he actually is blowing up the box office like crazy this year. Not only is he, I just found out he has a cameo or at least a part in Border 2, but he was also in Dhurandhar, which everyone's
talking about that.
Well, and his performance in that movie too. So he's going to be in this one, as well as Jackie Shroff and Suniel Shetty. So, and again, it's been a while. So everyone's going to look pretty young here because it's
We're
it's
going
a
back.
while.
It's the time
It's
machine.
almost 20 years. It's 19 years ago.
Wow.
So, it's a substantial amount of time ago.
Yeah.
So I need to, I want to let you know, because I don't know how familiar you are with the war. So this is about the Indian-Pakistan War in 1971.
Okay.
So are you familiar with it?
They've
had a lot of conflict.
Growing up, I always knew that there was always conflict going on.
Yeah.
And then, there was all sorts of things, particularly around Kashmir and things like that. So, it would be in our news stream, but we never dive into, unfortunately, most news programs here don't dive into world things deep enough.
This is a very important, so first, let me say this movie is based on a real story. It's a real event. So I need to put that out there, because if I don't say that, people in the comments are going to tell me like, hey, did you know this is it's a real story? Yes, so it is. And so this in 1971 is back when Pakistan actually had in East Pakistan and West Pakistan, what you would call Pakistan now. So East Pakistan.
I never knew it was broken up like that.
Yeah, and they're not even together. Like they were way
two
over.
different countries?
Well, it was Pakistan, but they were very separate. So Bangladesh?
Yeah.
That was East Pakistan. And so this is the war where India was helping Bangladesh become independent. And so the thing is that they were kind of fighting on two fronts, right? So here India is fighting over there where the main conflict is happening in the east, but then on the west, around Rajasthan and that sort of area, they were fighting another one because Pakistan was trying to push in that way to claim land so that they could barter with that land with leaving the east alone, right?
Okay.
So it's a very complicated. You'd have to go way back and start finding out about since partition, because partition, because partition. Once India got its independence, it became a big thing, and then ever since then, it's always been lots of conflict, right? So this is, like I said, in 1971, and the battle in which I think this is going to be talking about is something that I learned in school, and it's the Longewala and battle. So basically, it's one of those where you make a stand, like the Battle of Thermopylae. Did you watch the movie 300?
Yes.
Okay, so like that, where there was a very small amount and they were trying to hold off. I think another one is Battle of the Little Bighorn, and and so there's in history,
even the Alamo.
Yeah, in the Alamo, that's another great one, right?
Yep.
So in history, there's these times where you have a small batch of people and they're put against all odds when you have this massive storm that they're trying to weather and just to get through. So here the issue, so what I learned in school was that it was pitch black. They couldn't, because there was an Air Force, but the Air Force couldn't come in and give them cover because it was pitch black and they couldn't see at night. So they had to make a stand and hold off. Like, I don't know how many tons of military and tanks were there too.
Oh, wow.
And it was the small regiment. I think it was like 120, 150, something like that. I think it was like around 120.
Against
I think it was
1,000?
120. Well, against a lot. I don't know that number,
I'm
but
sure
it was,
the movie will tell us.
Right. So that's what I think that we're going to see. So I just want to give you a little bit of background before we jump into the movie, so that you kind of have an idea, and so that you're not like, what the heck are we watching?
Yeah.
And I do know that there's a song in this movie that I've heard, because anytime for like, you go to any sort of, Independence Day or Republic Day or something like that in India, and it has, they play this song because this song became like super famous
Synonymous with
synonymous with like patriotism and stuff like that. So I've heard the song a number of times, and so it'll be interesting seeing the movie where the song is from. Okay. All right. That was a lot. That was a long intro, but I thought that it was good to
I appreciate
catch you up on some of the history so that we know what we're getting into. All right, so let's jump in. But before we do, if you've been here before, you know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway because someone might be joining new. We can only show small portions of the film at a time here on YouTube. But if you're interested in watching along with us start to finish without any edits in between, just as if we're watching the entire movie together, you can find those watch-alongs by clicking the Patreon link in the description of this video, where you can also find early access, members polls, and our live streams. And if you haven't yet and you like this video, then please consider subscribing, sharing, a like button पर थप्पड़ मारो. Oh, I didn't know Tabu was in it. Okay. And with the being shot on film like this, you can see all the grain and stuff, and then the sound is like very nostalgic. It actually gives very 70s vibes.
Good show, boys. Damn good show. Give it up. Ashu, quite a good timing. And Somesh, you gotta cut this. Okay, sir.
Oh my gosh.
Very slow.
I mean, he looked like he was in pretty good shape to me.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, how much more weight do you want him to lose?
Andy, as you know, लड़ाई के बादल कभी भी बरस सकते हैं. We are going to face a war anytime now. You move to Jaisalmer immediately and create a new airbase and take command of a hunter squadron. You know the hunter.
Hunter, sir?
Hunter?
Fully operational on hunters and MiGs. What's the problem? All the best, Andy.
Thank you, sir.
Seemed a little surprised.
Yeah, about the hunter part? It's very heroic.
I'm like going, dude, that's the one good way to get a concussion. That hits the bump in just the right way, you're tossed out. But hey, you want to make a show? Hey.
So they're on the western side.
आज वो दिन आ गया है जिसका हमें बेसब्री से इंतजार था. आज से तुम्हारी हर गोली पर देश के दुश्मन का नाम लिखा होगा. Fire!
Oh yeah, I bet that would be really scary for a kid.
कैसे हो पुत्र? सब ठीक ठाक है ना?
कुछ भी ठीक नहीं है पापा.
क्यों है पुत्र?
इनको बॉर्डर पर भेजा जा रहा है.
I only recognized her by her voice.
ठीक है पुत्र, घबराने की कोई बात नहीं है. I will see to it that he is not sent to the border. मैं उसकी ट्रांसफर रुकवा दियांगा.
Yeah, but you got to be careful because, man, then everybody starts making requests like that and no one goes to the border.
Oh, was it not that?
She
knows what the phone call is going to be.
हेलो. पापा.
He's listening on the other side.
He's not going to be too happy about this.
मैंने कुलदीप की ट्रांसफर रुकवा दी है. अब वो लड़ाई पे नहीं जाएगा. मैं उन्हें दिल्ली हेडक्वार्टर भिजवा देंगा.
I thought it was going to be the other way around. She was going to listen in.
हेलो, कुलदीप हियर. अगर आपने मेरी ट्रांसफर रुकवा दी, तो जिस बेटी की खुशी के लिए आप ये हरकत कर रहे हैं, मैं उसे छोड़ दूंगा.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was a little sus when she almost answered the phone and then she ran to the other room and then answered the phone.
तुमने पापा से क्या कहा?
वही जो तुमने सुना।
याद है तुमने दीपू की कसम खाई थी कि मुझे कभी नहीं छोड़ोगे?
मत भूलो मैंने फौज में कमीशन लेते वक्त भी एक कसम खाई थी।
He took 2 promises.
उन 50 करोड़ भाई बहनों की कसम खाई थी जो मेरी तरह इस मिट्टी की कोख से पैदा हुए हैं। तेरा कुलदीप अपने बच्चे को उन पर कभी भी कुर्बान कर सकता है।
Oh, I mean, it's honorable, but at the same time, it sounds very harsh to a mom.
Winko Bajwa,
मेजर कुलदीप,
how do you do? We have to make an air base in Registan, Jaisalmer sector. ABC से शुरू करना पड़ेगा और पता नहीं हमारे पास कितना वक्त है।
Probably?
Yeah.
आप कह रहे थे कि पाकिस्तान वेस्टर्न फ्रंट जरूर खोलेगा, तो बंद करेंगे हम। पहली गोली वो चलाएगा और आखिरी गोली हम।
Well said, Major, well said. पर मुझे नहीं लगता है कि एयरफोर्स के होते हुए आप लोगों को गोली चलाने की नौबत आएगी।
Oh, this is that whole thing between ground forces and air force, and you get the Navy in there, and then you get, you know, all the different groups. Everyone's better than somebody else.
हमने तुम्हारी लीव एप्लीकेशन ब्रिगेड हेडक्वार्टर में पहुंचा दी है। जो भी हुक्म आएगा आपको आगाह कर दिया जाएगा। मथुरा दास जो अभी गए हैं आप ही की कंपनी के, उन्हें इमरजेंसी में छुट्टी चाहिए।
लड़ाई के बादल देखकर जो घर की तरफ भागे, उसे इस फौज में रहने का कोई हक नहीं।
You don't know his reason?
कहता है उसकी औरत बीमार है, उसे कैंसर है।
तो उसे हमेशा के लिए छुट्टी दे दीजिए सर। अपनी बीवी के घुटनों के पास बैठा रहेगा।
गुड ओल्ड मेजर कुलदीप।
Oh man, that's so sad.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it. He's 100% duty first.
अब आप जाकर लोंगेवाला की पोस्ट संभाल लीजिए। वहाँ पड़ी सीमा सुरक्षा बल की टुकड़ी को रिलीव कर दीजिए।
DSF is the border security force.
सादे वाला पोस्ट के लिए 600 जवान और हमारे लिए सिर्फ 120।
कि अगर दुश्मन ने नया महाज खोलने का फैसला किया तो वो सादे वाला के रास्ते घुसने की कोशिश करेंगे। 65 की लड़ाई में वो वहीं से घुसे थे।
तो आपका ख्याल है कि वो दोबारा वही गलती करेंगे?
आप अच्छी तरह से जानते हैं कि स्ट्रेटेजी और पॉलिसी के फैसले हेडक्वार्टर्स में होते हैं, हमारे ऑफिस में नहीं।
So he knows that he's going in undermanned. That's rough. I didn't know that they'd know.
जय हिंद सर। 4 जेसीओस 96 अदर रैंक्स परेड में हाजिर हैं श्रीमान।
Wow, really young.
Yeah. Dude, oh man, I almost did not recognize that, especially with the mustache.
Yeah.
He is second lieutenant Dharamveer, your second in command.
He's looking at him going, such a baby.
सर आपने मुझे ये नहीं
Right?
Yeah, you saw, you read his look.
Man, I read the look.
आपने ठीक कहा सर। मैं एक बच्चा ही हूँ। मेरा बाप भी एक बच्चा था जब फौज में आया था।
Oh,
आपके पिताजी का नाम?
मेजर वीर भान।
he's a major too.
मैं मेजर वीर भान जी को अच्छी तरह जानता था।
Oh.
तुम्हारी माताजी कैसी हैं?
बस ठीक है, सिर्फ देख नहीं पाती।
I'm sorry, son.
I'm really enjoying the background music so far. I mean, it's giving great, you know, like 70s,
Military,
almost
yeah.
like MASH
Yeah,
sort of like
very
vibes.
MASH-like.
Yeah.
That one looks fairly new. Yeah, so's that
That's
one.
the fancy one.
Yeah. Maybe the polka dotted one was Hunter.
Welcome to Jaisalmer Air Base, boys.
Yeah, sir, yeah.
सर ये कहाँ लाके फेंक दिया?
This is supposed to be an air base, boys.
कहीं कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, ये तो डेजर्ट है।
Get used to it.
It's a little interesting seeing like just 2 telephones just out in
Well,
the
and nowadays we find it so different. You know, it's like
That's cannot. The main target for 1965 war. That's where Major Kuldeep Singh is, huh? Next to me, in air and on the ground. हम ही हम हैं तो क्या हम हैं, तुम ही तुम हो तो क्या तुम हो.
Yep, the camels of Rajasthan. I got to take you there someday during like in Pushkar, the camel festival they have every year.
yeah.
It's a great time to go.
आपके कमांडेंट साहब कहाँ हैं?
साहब जी पेट्रोलिंग पर गए हैं।
ठीक है, उन्हें वायरलेस पे मैसेज दे दो कि हम पोस्ट टेक ओवर करने आए हैं।
यस सर।
सब्जी सब्जी आपके लिए वाले मैसेज आया साहब जी।
मैसेज।
आर्मी लोंगेला पोस्ट पर आ गए हैं, आपको बुलाया है साहब जी।
Was he just taking a nap?
बड़ी अच्छी नींद आ रही थी संतरा। इस धरती को ऐसे ही माँ नहीं कहते संतरा। जब देखती है कि बच्चा सोने जा रहा तो उसे रेत की चादर उड़ा देती है।
Wow. So I guess
Very poetic,
they are
man.
the BSF, I think.
The Border Security Force.
Yeah. So they're not like military per se, but they're like the border
They're
security.
armed. They do their best.
Yeah, but it's like a different, not like part of army.
Yeah.
आपको ऑर्डर्स तो मिल ही चुके होंगे
सर
आप तो इस इलाके से बहुत अच्छी तरह वाकिफ होंगे
अपने घर की आंगन की तरह सर शायद इसलिए मेरे हेडक्वार्टर्स ने मुझे ऑर्डर्स दिए हैं कि मैं और मेरे 3 साथी लड़ाई में आपके साथ इसी पोस्ट पर रहेंगे
With just 3, sending the rest away.
You may ask your men to leave now.
So many of these people I'm just recognizing just from their voice because
really?
with the mustache.
The
yeah, I know
mustache
it's
and their
Suniel Shetty,
age.
but like his voice, and they all have very unique voices. Right?
Yeah.
वो सामने देवी का मंदिर देख रहे हैं आप मेरे साथी चाहते हैं कि आप इसमें रोज दिया जलाएं
करतारा सिंह
साहब
गल पल्ले बांधला
ठीक साहब
I like the camels had a bit to say too.
Yeah. They're like, oh, they're going to make us walk now.
Jay.
कोई पानी को हाथ नहीं लगाएगा देखो पहले मैं खाना बनाने के लिए पानी भर लूं
भागीराम ये हुक्म तुम दे रहे हो
हाउ
जानते हो तुम किससे बात कर रहे हो
पर एक बात जरूर कहूंगा खाना फौज को बनाता है फौज खाने को नहीं बनाती
है तो लांगरी मगर बात बड़ी लंबी करता है
He's gonna draw a line. Don't cross it.
भागीराम जितनी कड़क बात करता है उतने प्यार से खाना भी खिलाता है
भागीराम के हाथ का खाना खा खा के तो सब करनैल जर्नैल बने
Oh, he is not playing around.
He's got a bit of a chip. He also, I mean, coming.
Oh no, he's joking.
मेरे हाथ का खाना खा के देखो देखो अग्गे ही अग्गे बढ़ते जाओगे अग्गे अग्गे
I thought it was because he's so young that he has to like make a stand in front of everybody.
yeah.
But I don't know, that's good because then people really respect that, you know, when you have a good attitude. So, you know, I always like working for people that can joke like that.
Yeah.
सिर्फ 2 RCL guns उनका ख्याल है कि दुश्मन के पास 2 ही 4 टैंक्स हैं
2-4 क्या सर 2-4 100 होने दो रतन सिंह के होंदे आ आपको चिंता करने की कोई लोड़ नहीं
रतन सिंह अपने हाथ पैर नाल रोक लेगा उन्हां
क्यों नहीं सर मौका आने ते मैं अपना सिर टैंक दी तोप दे मुंह विच वाड़ कर तोपा नु चुप करा देंगे साहब
He
जी
sounds like a great guy to have on your team.
I guess, but
I would.
But there's a bit of you know, there's a place for bravado and
Yeah, and it's the military. That's where the place is.
But the thing is whether or not you can deliver. So.
आज तक तो 120 बंदों का खाना बनाता था ना जी कल से क्यों आज से ही 130 बंदों का खाना बनेगा
10 आदमी कहां से बढ़ गए
10 आदमी
I was gonna say, I mean, this guy will eat for 10.
बॉर्डर के आसपास वाले गांव फ्रेंडली हैं
किसी जमाने में थे सर
धर्मवीर
सर
कल से गांव की फुल स्केल चेकिंग शुरू कर दो
Shall we use force, sir?
जरूरत पड़े तो
बॉर्डर पिलर नंबर 635 और 638 से आते जाते हैं
हम ये रास्ते भी देखेंगे और बॉर्डर पिलर भी
जरूर सर पाकिस्तान की पोस्ट मस्जिद वाली भीख भी
Oh wow! It always is weird when you hear about borders and how different countries have their borders and what they put on the borders when they're contentious and when they're not. And
But also in like the desert, right? That like, how do you? What? It'd be very tough. Like because it's like, where's the border?
yeah.
वो रहा पिलर नंबर 635
Oh, they have little cones out there. Okay, that helps.
Hopefully they don't move. Wind doesn't come along and push them in one direction.
Oh, they can see each other. Wow, look how close they are.
जाइए साहब जी खड़े मत रहिए दुश्मन के स्नाइपर्स ताक में रहते हैं
Oh, he's gonna tease them.
ये क्या पागलपन कर रहे हैं साहब इन्हें रोकें साहब साहब सामने से कोई आ रहा है
Everyone is
He
on
just
edge.
wants to check the cone.
ये हिंदुस्तानी ऑफिसर कुछ पागल तो नहीं
सर अगर हुक्म हो तो इसे यही ढेर कर दूं
If you do, you're gonna start some shit.
मोहब्बत और पागलपन का बहुत पुराना रिश्ता है लगता है मेजर साहब को अपने वतन से उतनी ही मोहब्बत है जितनी कि मुझे इस रेगिस्तान की मिट्टी से है
We all have our crazy moments.
वो भी इसी पागलपन के शिकार थे छोड़ गए मेरे लिए एक वीर चक्र और एक अंधी माँ
He's not so happy.
No.
I don't know if he wants revenge or if he just a bit of...
Probably filling his father's legacy.
Yeah.
To show he's not scared. He's like...
He should have dusted off the cone maybe a little bit.
Honestly, I thought he was just going to go pee on the border. That's what I thought he was going to do.
That would have been embarrassing. International incident starts over peeing.
बुरा ना माने तो एक बात पूछूं सर?
बोलो।
बहादुरी और पागलपन में कुछ तो फर्क होता है?
जिसे आप पागलपन कह रहे हैं, वो विश्वास से पैदा होता है। और मेरा विश्वास ये है कि जिंदगी और मौत वाहेगुरु के हाथ में है। और मेरा वाहेगुरु दुश्मन के साथ नहीं।
Can't he be with both of you and kind of saying, hey, you both are going to be okay?
Sir, वायरस में पाकिस्तानी है।
हमारी फ्रीक्वेंसी पर।
Sir, आपसे कुछ कहना
What?
हाँ बोलो। कुलदीप सिंह बोल रहा हूँ।
कुलदीप सिंह चांदपुरी, अगर तुम इंतकाल फरमा गए, तो तुम्हारी बेगम तो दूसरा निकाह कर लेगी। तुम्हारे बच्चे का क्या?
Wow, you just call with threats like that?
घटिया से घटिया ही बातें करोगे। और इसी तरह गाला कर दे आओ। अरे मर्द होता सामने आओ। पता चलूगा कुलदीप सिंह है तो मर रहा है। या तुम्हारे लिए काल बन के आया।
Oh, wow.
And like I was
that
saying,
escalated.
like I was saying,
Gentlemen, they have got the full information that the 23 Punjab is at the Longewala post and the commanding officer is Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri.
सर, ये इन्फॉर्मेशन पाकिस्तानियों को गांव वालों ने दी होगी, जो अक्सर बॉर्डर के उस पार आते जाते रहते।
There's some scary noises coming from that place.
I think it was a camel.
I think so, but that was a scary sounding camel.
कौन हो तुम लोग?
यात्री हैं माई बाप। तानोड़ जानो है, मारो देवी माँ के दर्शन खातिर।
Clean sir.
कुछ नहीं सर।
Maybe notice something about the camels.
ये ऊंट के सामने पड़ी घास देख रहे हैं आप?
गुरनाम, sir, torch.
Where would they get it from?
ये घास तो हरी है, और यहाँ रेगिस्तान में दूर दूर तक हरी घास नहीं होती। बॉर्डर के उस पार पाकिस्तान में ऐसी घास जरूर होती है।
Great eye. And he would know that, right? As border security, he knows the area.
We'll just take you and make us your...
Oh, dude, they didn't even...
shoot and ask questions later?
I get, yeah. I mean... Oh, there you go. But I mean, that was kind of a risky move just based on green grass, but...
See, I don't...
Oh, no.
ये मेजर वीर मान सिंह का बेटा नहीं हो सकता। तो दुश्मनों को मारना तो अलग, उनका खून देकर उल्टी कर देता है।
I wonder how he got his position without seeing any battle.
रफीक, मैंने एक फिल्म देखी जिसमें प्राण जब देवानंद के हाथ में बंदूक देखता है तो कहता है ये बच्चों के खेलने का खिलौना नहीं है।
Yeah.
Oh, it already spread.
I knew.
They already told everyone.
Yeah.
Now it's going to get around. And he's got to command respect, though, because he's supposed to be second in command. But, I mean, at the same time, the guy was not a threat anymore, and you could have questioned him, asked him questions about who his contacts were.
That's what I would have thought that they would have done, not just take him out. And
questioning him would be ideal.
धर्मवीर, तुम्हारे पिताजी 1965 की लड़ाई में शहीद हुए थे ना?
फौज में जो थे।
क्या तुम सचमुच समझते हो कि हिंदुस्तानी फौज तुम्हारे पिताजी की मौत की जिम्मेदार थी?
Oh.
Yeah.
तुमने फौज क्यों ज्वाइन की?
अपने प्यार का वास्ता देकर मुझसे वचन लिया था पिताजी ने कि मैं फौज ही ज्वाइन करूंगा।
It makes a lot more sense now.
इसलिए कि वतन की मोहब्बत ही उनकी जिंदगी की सबसे बड़ी मोहब्बत थी।
आखिर क्यों? किस लिए?
इसलिए कि अगर तुम उसे नहीं मारोगे तो वो तुम्हें जान से मार डालेगा।
Well, that would be true. I mean, they were going for their guns too, so.
तुम्हारी लाश से गुजरकर तुम्हारी धरती माँ के सीने पर कदम रखेगा, और तुम्हारी ये आजाद धरती माँ फिर से गुलामी की जंजीरों में जकड़ी जाएगी।
Be alert! नजर दुश्मन पे रहे, पलक भी झपकने ना पाए।
Oh man, it's going to take a while to win back that respect. But he did get a really nice pep talk.
Yeah. I mean, I see his point. It is tough for a lot of people to kill somebody that they don't even know, and that's part of military training is to get you past that.
जरूर कोई लड़की देखी होगी तुम्हारे लिए, हैं? पसंद आई?
बड़ी बात तो ये है कि मैं उसे पसंद आ गया।
Oh wow.
अच्छा बताओ क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ?
होना क्या था? कमीशन होके मैं वापस गांव पहुंचा।
Oh, we get a little bit of a backstory.
Yeah.
A little
And
romance.
she's like, "Oh, soldier, be still my heart."
I mean, to be honest, I mean, that is a very heroic look and, you know, honorable. And
She's like, "Auntie, there's this man, a soldier out there. Set me up."
no, she knows who he is. They must have seen each other's picture.
माँ, इन पाँव में क्या रखा है? मेरे कलेजे से लग जा। कितना कमजोर हो गया है? अरे, फौज वाले तुझे खाना नहीं देते क्या?
They made me lean and strong.
लो मौसी, मेरी अम्मा और बाबा भी आ गए।
बधाई हो बहन जी।
भगवान करे धर्मवीर के सहरे की खुशियां भी जल्दी से इस घर में आए।
Oh.
Hint, hint, hint.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, hint. There's no such thing as subtle hints around here.
No.
मैं चल के तंदूर लगाती हूँ। बेटा खाना यहीं खाकर जाना।
अच्छा बेटा तुम लोग खाओ। मैं खेतों में लगा के आता हूँ।
See again,
They're
all
just
they're
setting them up.
They're setting them up. What was that? Was she rattling her bangles? Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what she was
trying
doing.
to get his attention.
Yeah.
Like he's so deep into
the
that mango.
Well, it
He's
must
like,
be an
"Oh,
awesome
man,
mango.
What a mango.
He's
It's
a
great.
mango man.
It's a great mango.
Mango, good mango man. Don't get mangoes like this and where I come from.
Well, this is where he
I know, but he's just talking to himself. He's trying to avoid her. I think he's working it.
Oh, is he gonna dunk into the?
That isn't that warm water, or is
No.
it?
No, they're just
okay.
keeping him fresh.
क्यों? इतना भी होश नहीं कि तुम्हारे आसपास कोई और भी है, हाँ? क्यों भाई तुझे आम अच्छे नहीं लगते? नहीं लगते। तो फिर क्या अच्छा लगता है?
बताओ?
हाँ?
Second Lieutenant.
See?
Ooh,
Yeah.
He's so smooth.
Oh. She's getting, how did you get wet, girl? I don't know. If I just happen upon this, I would say, what's going on here?
Are they like tilling?
I
Or
can't
what
tell. I mean, they weren't like hoeing it, but they were
Right.
certainly beating it.
I don't know. Maybe they're. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that tool.
Maybe they were just breaking it up. But again, you would think that you'd pick it and then you'd break it. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. I don't know these things.
Oh man, that looks very. That path is so narrow for that.
Yeah.
I would not want to go off the edge.
Yeah.
क्या बुन रही हो?
अपने बेटे के लिए सेहरा।
Mm-hmm.
मगर कोई लड़की भी देखी है मेरे लिए?
देखना क्या है? और कौन? हमारी प्यारी कम्मो।
अरे हाँ वो ऊंचे नाक वाली, मैं उससे शादी नहीं करूंगा।
क्या कह रहा है तू? कम्मो और उसके घर वालों ने तुझे अपना बनाने के लिए कब से सपने सजाए हैं?
Oh, he's actually making her sad.
किसी के सपने के लिए मैं अपनी जिंदगी बर्बाद नहीं कर सकता।
There's playing and then there's playing.
Yeah, but I think he took it a little too far. She's actually crying.
चौधरी साहब के पास जाकर हाथ जोड़कर माफी मांग लूं।
And see, you even went too far with mom.
कहाँ चल दी माँ?
छोड़।
अरे मैं तो सिर्फ मजाक कर रहा था।
तुझे कमला पसंद है?
हाँ माँ पसंद है। बहुत।
I guess that's the first time he actually really said it in front of her, maybe. All right, we're gonna take a break. That was part 1. Be sure to join us back here for part 2. But if you don't wanna wait and you wanna watch that right now, you can. Just click this button right there. You'll go over and find early access at our Patreon page, as well as our watch-alongs and members polls, as well as our live stream. So you can come hang out with us live. And if you haven't yet, and you like these videos, then please consider subscribing, sharing, a like button पर थप्पड़ मारो.